The universe is in motion. And right now, you are standing at the center of an immense cosmic shift. Whether or not you recognize it, these astrological forces are actively shaping your thoughts, emotions, and even your destiny. Unlike a fleeting moment in time, this transformation is not a singular event. It is a cascading series of alignments that ripple through your reality. Much like the aftershocks of an earthquake, you may have already sensed it. A restless energy, an unexplained surge of emotions, or an overwhelming intuition that something profound is unfolding. These are not coincidences. They are the whispers of the universe, nudging you toward awakening. The real question is not whether this shift is happening, but whether you will embrace it or resist it. One of the most powerful forces driving this transformation is the recent alignment of Jupiter and the Moon on March 6. While that date has passed, the energy it unleashed is far from over. In fact, its influence is still working through you, subtly altering the way you think, feel, and interpret the world around you. Jupiter, known as the planet of expansion and amplification, has the power to magnify whatever resides within you. If you have been feeling hopeful, this optimism is now surging. If you have been anxious or uncertain, those emotions may be spiraling beyond control. The Moon, on the other hand, is the gatekeeper of your emotions, governing your intuition, subconscious patterns, and inner world. When these two celestial bodies collide, the result is an internal awakening that cannot be ignored. This alignment supercharges your intuition, making your inner voice louder and clearer than ever before. You may suddenly find yourself experiencing intense emotional highs and lows, shifting between moments of confidence and waves of doubt. These fluctuations are not random. They are guiding you toward deeper self-awareness. It is during these moments that revelations about your life purpose emerge. You may start seeing patterns you never noticed before, or feel drawn toward paths you once overlooked. But this energy is not entirely benevolent. It does not discriminate between positivity and negativity. If you have been nurturing self-doubt, fear, or emotional wounds, Jupiter will magnify these just as easily, as it amplifies confidence and ambition. This is why some people are thriving under this cosmic influence, while others feel stuck, drained, or overwhelmed. The truth is, Jupiter is neither your enemy nor your savior. It is simply a mirror, reflecting whatever resides within you. If you are experiencing uncertainty, this is your opportunity to confront it head-on. Those who lean into their inner growth will emerge stronger, clearer, and more empowered. On the other hand, those who allow their fears to expand unchecked may find themselves feeling more lost than ever. Consider someone who has spent years doubting their own abilities. Under Jupiter's influence, that doubt does not just persist. It grows, infiltrating every decision, leading to second-guessing, inaction, and paralysis. But now, imagine someone who takes this energy as a call to action. Instead of resisting, they step forward, embracing new opportunities, breaking through limitations, and expanding into their full potential. The same energy, two radically different outcomes. Which side of this transformation will you land on? As if this energetic shift were not intense enough, another celestial battle is now unfolding. The clash between Mars and the Moon. This alignment is stirring up deep emotional intensity, bringing unresolved tensions to the surface. Mars, the planet of raw power, aggression, and action, does not allow emotions to remain buried. It demands movement, confrontation, and change. Meanwhile, the Moon governs the subconscious, emotions, and inner world. When these two collide, they ignite a fire within, leading to heightened irritability, emotional outbursts, and sudden conflicts. Have you noticed an increase in tension? A sense that small annoyances feel much larger than usual? That is Mars at work, pushing unspoken frustrations into the light. This energy presents two choices: harness it or be consumed by it. If you channel this intensity into something productive, whether through creative pursuits, physical movement, or confronting long-ignored issues, you will find yourself empowered and unstoppable. However, if you allow this energy to control you, it may lead to impulsive reactions, arguments, and decisions you later regret. Imagine someone who has felt undervalued at work but never spoken up. Under this transit, they might explode in frustration, quitting without a plan. But if they recognize what is happening, they could use this fire strategically, negotiating for a promotion or finally stepping into a role that aligns with their worth. The question is, are you controlling the fire? Or is the fire controlling you? The cosmic shifts do not end there. A profound alignment between Venus and Mercury is also underway, bringing undeniable clarity to relationships, communication, and self-perception. Venus governs love, attraction, and harmony, while Mercury rules speech, thought, and understanding. When these two forces merge, they create a window of truth, a time when hidden realities surface. Suppressed emotions demand acknowledgment, and clarity replaces confusion. This is why you may feel a strong urge to express long-held feelings, seek closure, or admit truths you have been avoiding. This alignment does not just affect romantic relationships. It influences the way you perceive yourself. Are you being honest about your desires, your needs, and your path? Or have you been telling yourself stories that keep you stuck? Many people convince themselves that they are happy in a situation simply because it is comfortable. But this transit strips away illusions, making it impossible to ignore what is real. Think of someone in a relationship that no longer serves them. For months, they have justified staying, ignoring the red flags. But now, under Venus and Mercury's influence, the truth becomes unavoidable. They may feel an inner knowing that it is time for change. Some will resist this truth out of fear, while others will embrace it as a catalyst for transformation. Beyond these planetary shifts, the collective energy field itself is being rewired. If you have noticed changes in your sleep patterns, you are not alone. Many people are experiencing vivid dreams, waking up at specific times, or feeling exhausted despite resting. These are signs that your body and mind are adjusting to the new frequencies. The subconscious is working overtime, processing deep truths, revealing insights, and aligning with the shifting cosmic tides. Instead of fighting this, lean into it. Keep a journal by your bedside and pay attention to the messages your dreams are delivering. They may hold the guidance you need. And now, as March 9th approaches, the energy is reaching a turning point. This day marks a pivotal moment, as two major alignments unfold at once. The continuation of the moon's clash with Mars, bringing emotions to a boiling point, and the Venus-Mercury merger, further exposing truths that can no longer be ignored. This is a day of decisive action, where choices made will have long-term consequences. Relationships may be redefined, career paths may shift, and personal breakthroughs may occur. Those who resist this shift may feel an overwhelming sense of pressure, as if they are being forced toward an unknown future. But those who surrender to this energy will find themselves aligning with their true path, stepping into a new era of self-awareness, confidence, and clarity. This is not just another astrological event, it is an activation. Time itself feels as if it is accelerating. And with each passing day, you are being presented with an opportunity: evolve or repeat, awaken or resist. Those who embrace this transformation will emerge stronger, more aligned, and more empowered than ever before. Those who ignore it, they will continue facing the same cycles, over and over again, until they are ready to break free. The universe is not subtle right now. The cosmic battlefield between Mars and the Moon is igniting a storm of emotions, pushing buried tensions to the surface. Even if astrology isn't something you typically follow, you've likely felt its effects: heightened irritability, sudden emotional outbursts, or a sense of restlessness that refuses to be ignored. That's because Mars, the planet of raw energy, action, and aggression, is colliding with the Moon, which governs your emotional world. This isn't just an ordinary transit. It's a cosmic confrontation between impulse and feeling, creating a charged atmosphere where small irritations turn into full-blown conflicts. Old wounds resurface with unexpected intensity, and repressed frustrations demand release. The question isn't whether you're feeling it, it's what you're going to do with it. Mars is not a passive force. It is the ruler of war, of unfiltered drive, of decisive, and sometimes reckless, action. It doesn't allow stagnation. The moon, on the other hand, is deeply emotional, intuitive, and reactive. When these two come together, they create an emotional battlefield. One where you may feel pushed to act before thinking, react before understanding, and fight battles that may or may not be worth fighting. This transit brings up a crucial realization. Whatever you've been avoiding emotionally will no longer stay buried. If you've been suppressing anger, avoiding a necessary conversation, or pretending that a certain problem doesn't exist, this energy will force you to confront it. One of the most dangerous aspects of this transit is its ability to turn small frustrations into explosive conflicts. Have you found yourself snapping at people over things that wouldn't normally bother you? Feeling an uncontrollable urge to lash out or make a drastic decision? That's Mars amplifying emotions that were already there, but previously kept under control. But while this energy can feel overwhelming, it also provides an opportunity. You have two choices. 1. Channel this fire into something productive. Use this surge of energy to tackle a difficult project, engage in physical activity, or finally address something that's been weighing on you. Mars is about movement, and if you direct this energy toward a purpose, you can transform frustration into power. 2. Let it control you. If you allow this transit to dictate your reactions, you may find yourself in unnecessary fights, making impulsive decisions, or burning bridges you didn't mean to burn. Acting without awareness during this time could lead to regret later. Consider someone who has been feeling undervalued at work, but has never spoken up. Under this transit, they might snap and quit on the spot, without a plan or strategy. But if they recognize what's happening, they could instead use this energy constructively, demanding a raise, setting boundaries, or seeking better opportunities. The fire is there either way. Are you going to wield it, or let it burn you? Just as the Mars-Moon collision is stirring up emotions, another powerful alignment is taking shape. The meeting of Venus and Mercury, a cosmic force that brings truth to the surface. If you've felt an overwhelming urge to speak your mind, confess something you've been holding back, or gain clarity on a relationship, this is why. Venus, the planet of love, attraction, and desire, governs not only romance but also our values and sense of harmony. Mercury, the ruler of communication, thought, and perception, dictates the way we process and express our inner world. When these two come together, the result is unfiltered honesty, whether you're ready for it or not. This alignment acts like a spotlight, illuminating hidden truths and making it impossible to ignore what has been lingering beneath the surface. If there are secrets, suppressed emotions, or unspoken words in your life, they are likely to emerge now. This isn't just about relationships. It's about the stories you tell yourself. Are you being honest about what you truly want? Or have you been convincing yourself to stay in situations that no longer serve you? The effects of this transit can manifest in several ways. Hidden truths coming to light. You may suddenly realize that someone hasn't been completely honest with you, or that you've been lying to yourself about a situation. Increased self-reflection. You might find yourself questioning long-held beliefs, or reassessing whether your current path aligns with your deeper desires. An urge to express emotions. Conversations you've been avoiding may feel impossible to hold back. Whether it's confessing feelings, seeking closure, or speaking your truth. Imagine someone in a relationship that has been slowly deteriorating, but they've been convincing themselves to stay because it's comfortable. Under this alignment, they can no longer ignore the signs. They may suddenly see all the red flags they previously dismissed, realizing that they've been rationalizing their unhappiness. But this isn't necessarily a call for impulsive action, it's a call for clarity. Instead of making rash decisions, this energy is best used for open, honest communication. If something has been left unsaid, now is the time to say it. At its core, this transit is about breaking through illusions. Not just the ones others create, but the ones we create for ourselves. It forces us to ask difficult questions. Am I truly happy in this situation? Or am I just afraid of change? Have I been honest with myself about what I want? Or have I been settling? Do I need to finally express something I've been holding back? Or will I let this moment pass? While the Venus-Mercury alignment focuses on personal truths, it also affects the way we communicate with others. Misunderstandings that were once brushed aside may suddenly demand resolution. Unspoken resentments may come to the surface, requiring acknowledgment and discussion. But this transit isn't just about exposing problems. It's about offering clarity and solutions. This is a powerful moment of cosmic recalibration. Just as the Mars-Moon collision forces us to confront unresolved emotions, Venus and Mercury push us toward radical honesty. These energies combined create a turning point, one that will determine the direction of relationships, self-perception, and personal growth. Those who embrace this energy will find themselves making necessary changes, having transformative conversations, and stepping into a new level of self-awareness. Those who resist will find the same issues repeating until they are finally ready to face them. Lately, many people have been experiencing unusual sleep disturbances, waking up at odd hours, feeling exhausted despite resting, or having strangely vivid dreams that linger long after waking. This isn't a coincidence. The current planetary shifts are actively rewiring the collective energy field, and those who are more sensitive to energy are feeling it in ways they may not yet understand. The cosmos isn't just influencing external circumstances. It's working on a deeper, subconscious level, altering the way we process reality itself. If your sleep has felt disrupted, you are tuning into these shifting frequencies, whether you realize it or not. One of the most significant effects of these cosmic changes is the increase in prophetic dreams. The subconscious mind is being activated in new ways, processing hidden truths that may have been buried beneath daily distractions. These dreams are not just random sequences of images. They are messages. Your intuition is speaking to you in symbols, emotions, and narratives that hold deep meaning. Pay attention to recurring themes, significant figures, or overwhelming emotions in your dreams. They could be pointing towards something that your conscious mind has yet to fully acknowledge. Another key sign of this transformation is restlessness at night. Even those who typically sleep soundly may find themselves tossing and turning, unable to shake an underlying sense of unease. This is because the body is adjusting to new energetic frequencies, much like how the nervous system responds to environmental changes. These shifts can feel unsettling at first, as if something is on the verge of happening, even if you can't quite define what it is. If you've been waking up at the same time each night, take note. This isn't just a random occurrence, it's a signal. According to both spiritual traditions and modern energy work, specific hours of the night are tied to different aspects of consciousness. Waking at 3 a.m., for instance, is often associated with heightened spiritual awareness, a time when the veil between dimensions is at its thinnest. Other times may correspond to emotional processing, physical recalibration, or subconscious downloads of new insights. Instead of brushing it off, try writing down your thoughts or the emotions you're feeling when you wake up. You may be receiving guidance that is meant to shape your next steps. The key to navigating this period is embracing the shift rather than resisting it. Many people immediately try to fix their sleep patterns, assuming something is wrong. But what if your body isn't malfunctioning? What if it's adapting? Instead of forcing yourself back to sleep, consider leaning into the messages that are trying to come through. If your dreams feel intense, write them down. If you wake up in the middle of the night, listen to what your thoughts and emotions are telling you. If you feel restless, explore what in your life is seeking change. These shifts are happening for a reason. And the more you pay attention, the more clarity you will gain. And then comes March 9th, a cosmic turning point unlike any other. This isn't just another astrological event, it's a full-scale activation. On this day, two powerful alignments will take place at the same time, creating a ripple effect that will be impossible to ignore. The Moon collides with Mars. This alignment triggers an emotional storm. Mars, the planet of raw energy and drive, doesn't allow for passive feelings. It demands action. And when it collides with the Moon, which governs our inner emotional world, the result is emotional intensity reaching a breaking point. If you've been suppressing feelings, whether it's frustration, longing, or uncertainty, this transit will force you to confront them. For some, This will manifest as sudden confrontations, long-buried emotions coming to the surface, or an overwhelming need to act on something they've been avoiding. Others may feel an inner pressure building, as if they can't contain what they're feeling anymore. The key here is awareness. This transit isn't meant to create chaos. It's meant to break through emotional stagnation. This energy will manifest in two ways. For those who resist change, this will feel like an uncontrollable surge of emotion, leading to impulsive actions, misunderstandings, or unnecessary conflicts. The fire of Mars doesn't allow for suppression. And if you try to bury what you're feeling, it will only resurface more explosively. For those who embrace transformation, this will be a defining moment. An opportunity to harness this emotional intensity as a catalyst for real change. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can channel this energy into decisive, empowered action. If there's a difficult conversation you've been avoiding, now is the time to have it. If there's something you've been afraid to pursue, now is the time to take the first step. This isn't just emotional turbulence, it's a call to action. Venus merges with Mercury, while the Moon and Mars create emotional upheaval. This second alignment brings clarity and revelation. Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and relationships, is merging with Mercury, the ruler of communication, thought, and perception. The result? Hidden truths surfacing and deep realizations unfolding. If you've been struggling with confusion, whether in relationships, career decisions, or personal growth, this transit will act like a floodlight. Suddenly, things that were murky become crystal clear. The truth will no longer be avoidable. You may have conversations that shift your relationships forever, uncover realizations about your deepest desires, or finally admit something to yourself that you've been unwilling to face. For some, this may mean discovering the truth about someone else, seeing through deception or recognizing dynamics that have been unhealthy. For others, it's about being honest with themselves, acknowledging what they truly want instead of settling for what's comfortable. Venus and Mercury together force us to align with our inner truth. Whether that means walking away from what no longer serves us, or embracing a new path with confidence. This cosmic convergence on March 9th is a moment of choice. Some will resist the changes, clinging to what is familiar, even if it no longer fits. They will feel restless, uneasy, or even fearful, trying to maintain control in a reality that is shifting around them. Others will embrace the energy, stepping fully into their personal power. They will make the decisions that change their future, have the conversations that redefine their relationships, and take the bold steps toward transformation. Which side of this energy will you be on? Will you resist the shift? Or will you step into the version of yourself that is waiting to emerge?